What's up, everybody? This is Kenny from Mag Chop, and we're chopping it up. All right. Welcome back to the show. I'm so glad you guys are here. I have a lot to talk about. So, I'm not sure if you guys were able to log on. I know there was some technical difficulties with people that were telling me they were trying to log on to the show. They were trying to get into the app, and it wasn't playing. So, if you did miss the show that I was on, it was a Manny Rich show. It was a segment called La Corriente with Deja La Dama, and which is really cool because Deja La Dama actually performed. She opened up at my first Fashion Week show, which was really, really amazing. She did a great job. She got the crowd into it. She's a very talented young lady and just a great woman. So some of the topics that we covered during the La Corriente show was entrepreneurs and what we go through as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as artists, as people coming up in this entertainment industry, right? So some of the things that we talked about was the lack of support from people that we automatically feel should support us. And sometimes we end up losing some relationships because when you're an entrepreneur, when you're building your business, when you're starting your business, one of the things that happens is you want everybody to know because this is going to be your livelihood. This is how you're going to get known. So you start telling everybody, and that's what I did. I started talking about it to everybody. Like, listen, this is Mag Chop, this is my business, this is what I'm starting. It got to the point where I actually read a text message from somebody that said, oh, I can't stand him. All he does is talk about his business. And I can't even tell you how hurt I was, but it made me realize something. It made me realize that maybe I'm overdoing it, right? And where's the line? How do you find that line? And let me tell you, later on, this person actually started their own business and was upset at me for not supporting their business. Okay, so let me break this down. First of all, it wasn't that I wasn't supporting their business. It was that I didn't know. And I didn't know because I had realized what they said and I kind of backed away from them. So I didn't know what they were doing. And this is what happens as an entrepreneur. You're going to find that as you're trying to tell people about your business, as you're trying to, because that's the thing. And, I am not a fan of multi-level marketing. However, it's a very good learning lesson if you deal with that because the first thing they teach you is what? Go after your warm market. Who is your warm market? Your family, your friends, co-workers. That's your warm market. It's people that are in your circle that deal with you on a daily basis, right? So that's your warm market. What happens when your warm market rejects you? What happens when your warm market is too busy telling you, hey, you should go get a job? What happens when your warm market is telling you, hey, your plan's not going to work? What do? How do you stay motivated? Okay? And my answer to that is, if your warm market's not supporting you, then go on without them. Simple as that. I'm not saying reject them. I'm not saying treat them bad. I'm saying that they're not going to be part of your business. They're not going to support your business. You see them when you see them. You keep the same relationship with them. They don't need to know what's going on with your business. They will eventually find out. Because as what's happened with me is people that were basically pretending that Mag Chop didn't exist. People that I knew, people close to me, were pretending Mag Chop didn't exist. But now, what's happening? Mag Chop has grown to a point where even people in their circle are like, hey, you see what's going on with Mag Chop? You can't ignore it anymore. And so, how did I do that? I just created opportunities for myself. I just kept going out there and grinding. I created a new warm market. I went to the cold market and just hit it hard. So, when I say this is you don't got to be the best at what it is, but you got to work the hardest. Because you will eventually, the hard work, let's say your skill level's here, your work level's here, eventually it'll tie up. Eventually it'll catch up to each other. So that's really important. So I want you guys to think about that, going forward. If you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, just know that there are struggles. I constantly refer to this in my thing, and in my videos, all my other videos talk about different aspects of entrepreneurship and things you're going to struggle with, things you're going to deal with. And the reason I do that is because I want you to be prepared for adversity, because this adversity is necessary for you to succeed. It really is. So keep that in mind, think about it, and just know that even if your warm market isn't supporting you, it's not that they love you any less. It's not that it's simply that they don't understand. And you'll see that a lot of people just don't understand the work that goes into building your brand and building your business and the years that it takes. You know, I started off as just an art company. Now I am a fashion designer. Now I do have a mug collection. Now I'm memorabilia. I mean, you look at, I've done book covers, movie posters. I've been in movies. My art has been in movies. How did I get there? I got there by simply outworking the competition. Because there are a lot of artists out there that are just, I look at them and think, wow, that is so amazing. It's so amazing. There's art. You look at the art that I use. A lot of this art that I use was drawn and airbrushed, created by others. I just mashed it all together to create a new piece. And as difficult, as easy as that sounds, is as difficult as it is to make everything jive, to make everything work. And that's one of the things. Remember that Steve Stock, the founder of Guy Harvey, traveled the world to make Guy Harvey the most renowned nautical artist. And he's seen collage art around the world, and he told me, I've never seen it done this way. So while I was thinking I was doing it wrong, I was actually doing it right. So this might be where your mentality is at. You might start saying, oh man, you know, I can't do this. I'm doing it wrong, or I'm not doing. No, listen, just keep working at it. If it's what you do, if it's what you love, it's your passion, keep working on it. You'll find success in it. If not, it'll open up pathways to your success. And then you can do it as a hobby or for fun or whatever direction it takes you. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to talk about. The next thing I want to talk about is, one of the things I always do is I always test my products. So when I get a shirt in, when I get a product in, no matter what my product is, from my masks, the face masks that I have, to the mugs, to the bathing suits, I rigorously test them. And I'm talking about, the bathing suits, when I got them, the first thing I did was I took one of them and I washed it, dried it, because I wanted to know, what can this thing take? Then I told my wife, look, we got an extra one, let's go to the beach, put it in that salt water, leave it sit, dry for a couple days, then wash it and dry. I mean, these are the kind of things that I do because I want to know. I want to know what my products can take. So, I have something really cool. This, by the way, is the Real Passion mug. I advertise this mug a lot because it is a very popular mug. And I'm actually going to be giving a discount this week. If you type in fishing, when you go to order your Mag Chop mug, you will get a discount on this mug. But it's great. Everything tastes better in a Mag Chop mug. I've had that from several of my clients. What I did was I took one of these mugs and I left it outside because I wanted to know. See, what prompted this was everybody knows about my Mailbox Chronicles. If you haven't, you got to go back and look at my videos and find the Mailbox Chronicles. To make sure that my mailbox doesn't get any more, I painted that thing with highlighter orange, like that emergency color on that bright, super bright orange. Well, lo and behold, I mean, I spray painted it, I cleared it. It's white with orange flames down my mailbox, and it faded. The sun faded it. Clear coat and all, still faded it. So I thought to myself, I wonder what would happen if I left one of my mugs outside. So for 6 months, I left a mug outside, okay? And I want to show you the difference right away. Like, this is how they look when you buy them, right? This is 6 months outside in the sun. Look at the difference in that. How freaking awesome is that? I honestly think it's really cool that it did that, you know. So I think what I'm going to do is, if you guys are into it, what I've been advertising is that anybody who comments the most on all my videos and hits like and all that kind of stuff, messages me, that whoever's involved with Mag Chop, I'm gonna be sending, at the end of the year, one person is going to get a box of different Mag Chop products, and I'm gonna send this mug, the vintage, I call it the vintage Mag Chop mug. I'm gonna send this mug in that box so that you have one of my test products. I'll sign it and everything like that, and you know. But I think it's a really cool thing. If you want it, I'm gonna put it in the box. Why not? I'm also gonna put one of the face masks in the box. So you're gonna have different items in the box that you're gonna get. All right. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about was the movie. Everyone's been asking me, when is Crossing the Line coming out? When's the movie coming out? Okay, first thing, I have not seen the movie. When I saw the preview, that was the first time I saw parts of the movie. Okay, so this has been one of those kind of projects. But I'm understanding from the director that we should be showing within the first 2 weeks of November in New York City. which is very exciting. So there's a film festival in New York City that's coming up. We should be a part of it. I will give the official date, time, and announcement as soon as I have it. I promise you, but I just don't have it right now. So, if you've been on the website and you've noticed, the activewear is no longer on my website. There's a reason why. What I did was I had a bunch of material. Remember, I had my designs. I showed my designs. So I took all the material. I had them make a bunch of leggings, and I sold them to Citywide down in Hollywood. So if you want the leggings, one of the issues that I kept finding was that a lot of people were saying, you know, oh, I don't know if it's the right size. I don't know if it's going to fit me. I want to feel the material. They had a lot of questions. So I noticed that although I was getting sales on the internet, it just wasn't enough because I kept getting these questions that I really couldn't answer. I don't really know. I know that my activewear does run a little bit smaller. So if you're getting a medium, it's probably a little bit less than a medium, but it's not a small. They're a little bit smaller than the standard, I guess, size that you would have. But I wanted you to be able to go into a store, try them on, see them. You know, you get to keep your privacy of your size that you buy, whatever. I don't know it. But go down to Hollywood, Citywide Vape. It's a boutique down in Hollywood, Florida. It's on Hollywood Boulevard, just west of Dixie Highway, right by the whole downtown area where all the clubs are. So definitely go down there, check it out. There's other products that you can buy there. You can buy the mask there. You can buy the plates there. You can buy art there. You can buy Mag Chop swimwear and Mag Chop activewear. So head down to Hollywood. Make sure you go in there, see Leah, tell her Kenny sent you, and I will see you next week. Thanks a lot. Attention. The Godfather of instrumentals.